Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Hello. I think we might actually have an internet today. How is everyone? Come on in. I see people and everything. Come on in. Welcome. I've missed everyone. You know, it's really a tragedy when you don't have your tech working. Hi, Kathy. Yay, Dawn. Good afternoon. I hope you sent in, Dawn, I hope you sent in your address. We have goodies for you. Thank you so much for sharing. Elizabeth, hello. Hi, everyone. I feel like, it's like coming home. I missed you too. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. And it's so fun to watch people coming in. Yes, I'm here, Catherine. Hello. Good to see you, everybody. Come on in. We're in business, I guess. Looks like it. I borrowed Marla's. I won't dare touch it. I've got all the windows open. I've got a little blankie on my lap because it seems to work better. So, I see you. Eileen is here. Hi, Gwen. So good. Oh, good. I think we've sent that off to you. Thank you so much, Dawn, for all this sharing. And y'all, feel free to share. Listen, I'll tell you all about that in just half a second. Well, actually, no, I'll just go ahead and tell you all about it right now. Because, honestly, why not? So, anyway, let me just tell you a little bit about what we're doing here. I love it when people share. I am absolutely, Juanita, I missed you too. Rosemary, Deborah, hello. It is good to see you. Thank you too, Sarah. I appreciate that. We've been having a lot of people share our videos, and I am so appreciative. And I also got all these goodies from our friends over at Ava Jane's. Ava Jane just has the best spices and spice blends and all of that, and they've got avocado oil. So the sea salt and their caramelized cacao, which should be illegal, by the way. Good stuff. And this Los Muertes barbecue. Awesome. Off the hook. Let's see who wins this week. If you share this video and, the rest of them, we'll announce it next week. We're just going to skip a week because, good grief, it's been absolutely nuts with my internet and all of that. But if you share and let me know that you care by sharing that publicly, then what we do is we pick the winner of the one who shared the most, shared it publicly, said a little something, and we send out goodies. How do you like that? Hi, Joanne. Good to see you. It's Wise Women's Wednesday. Don't you love Wise Women's Wednesday? I do. It's my thing. Wise Women's Wednesday is the cosmic 2x4 for your week. That's how I look at it. Because I'm always looking at, what is the needle mover? What is the thing that's going to make me go, aha? Because I figured, we're all in this together. So, who just said that? We missed you too. Oh, that's sweet. Anyway, here is our quote of the week. Don't surrender to your history. This is Cheryl Richardson. She's written a few books and what have you. Surrendering to your history means that you've just parked it. It means you've left behind all of your stuff. It means you've left behind your thinker, If we live in the past, we do not get to live in our today, and we also, forget about the future. So don't surrender to your history. It's a lesson. It's not an indictment. Got it? Don't surrender to your history. I hope that was a cosmic 2x4. It sure was for me. I missed you so much, Denise. Thanks for coming by. Susan, good to see you. I love being missed. Don't you love being missed as well? I'm glad I'm here too. Thank you, Jennifer. That's so sweet. And, when we miss out on stuff, you know, when we miss out on stuff, it just kind of throws our whole day off. I'll tell you, my Monday and Tuesday were not very productive. And I don't like that because I usually have things to do. I like checking. Don't you love checking things off your list? That's one of my favorite things to do. There wasn't a lot of checking on my list, but I did get some stuff done sporadically with the book. It is like this close. But, you know, understand my book is on a Google Doc and it needs the internet. So there it is, y'all. There it is. We have a new supplement of the week. It is Wednesday and it is Crave Crusher. I love this stuff. You take 4 of them, and yes, you take them all at one time. But this is a long-term thing, and it keeps you, you know, it holds it holds those cravings at bay. And if you double it up with, this is what I have here. You can check it out. Isn't that awesome? This is L-Glutamine. Now, L-Glutamine is absolutely off-the-hook stuff. L-Glutamine, it just cuts a craving off at the knees. And I'll show you, I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. People always ask me. You put it on your finger like so, and it goes right in your mouth. Of course, your hands are clean and all of that. The teeth, gums, tongue, and instantaneously, it's off. It's off. Goodbye, craving. And this will sustain it all day. So that's your 1-2 punch right there. Love this stuff. Love it, love it. It works like a charm. So all you have to do is put 3 in your cart. We'll put the 4th one in for you free. Free. You don't have to do a thing. Just put 3 in your cart. And if you put ships free in the coupon code, we will ship it to you free. How do you like that? I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Listen, I'm telling you what, we pass the savings on to you. When we have a lot of something, we pass it on to you, and that's how it's done. So do me a favor, will you? That's how you can support us. It's also how you can stock up on all of your supplements and never pay retail again. That's how I do everything. If you could see my house, 2 people living in one house. We have one refrigerator freezer, 1 stand-up freezer, 1 stand-up refrigerator. They're all full. And it's not because we're pigs and eat all that stuff. It's because we know how to save. We know how to buy things so that we can save. I just love that. And by the way, Jenny made a really good point today. She said, you know, this stuff's really going to be helpful for the holidays. And I'm like, yeah, are you kidding? When you can stand up to the rigors of, like, you know, your church's big holiday buffet or whatever's going on, or a big Christmas party, and you can walk in there like a boss and handle it because you've got crave pressure in your belly and you've taken had a little maybe perfect paleo protein smoothie before you go. It makes all the difference. There's my Vanessa. Anyway, if you get that, and by the way, we also have, and I can't hold these all up, but let me just tell you, first of all, we have 5 supplements that go with our Immunity High 5. But I'm going to tell you about one right now because it is so fantastic. It's Sleepies. I took this last night at 10 o'clock. I woke up this first time at 4 a.m. I'm starting to sleep that long. That is so fantastic. 4 a.m., get up, go to the bathroom, take my thyroid. It's fabulous. I love the Sleepies. This is the stuff. This is the bomb. And then, of course, we have the zinc. We have the selenium, the quercetin. You got to watch it, though. You can go to savingdinner.com / what is it? What is the immunity? And you could watch the webinar where I tell you all about it. You can still see it. It was done last week. And this week, speaking of you know what's coming up on Monday? How to crush the sprint. And that's savingdinner.com / sprint. Get signed up for that, and you will get yourself all the way. But if you want to find out about the Immunity High 5, just go to watch that webinar. I really want you to watch the webinar. I do these on purpose so that you guys have the information, so you know why you're doing what you're doing. I believe that when we are, you know, taking responsibility for our bodies and we get ourselves a really good education and then we take action on it, I think it has a tremendous impact, a lot more so than just, here, take this and you have no idea what's going on, right? So, the Sleepies is just absolutely ridiculous. I think this is a proprietary formula that I worked out with our formulator, and I'm telling you, it is hit all the things, all the spots. Because sometimes it's a difficulty going to sleep, no problem, we've got sleepies. Sometimes it's a difficulty staying asleep, no problem, we've got sleepies. Sometimes you have all that crap going on in your head and you're making your mental lists and you're thinking about what you're doing tomorrow, no problem, we have sleepies. It turns it off. It turns it off. It's the GABA that's in here. Anyway, love this, love this. You would have to pry it out of my cold, clammy hand to be able to get your own. I'm telling you, you better buy it because I'll take it otherwise. And last but not least, don't forget about your skincare. Find out all about it. This is because of that. And also all the perfect paleo protein and all the collagen. But I'm telling you that skincare is fabulous. And I've got so many people who've bought it. We are almost out. We've got another order in. We're hoping to have it by the holidays, but just grab it now. Go to savingdinner.com/trio and go grab it. And don't forget, you know, you order all this stuff. It's not for naught. You'll end up with one of these Pinkies Up cup. What? Pinkies Up. We take care of you. We do all the things, all the things. And by the way, when you're getting our supplement of the week for the month of October, and we'll probably extend it in a little bit of November, we're going to send you an ebook called Croctober with all of our bunch of crock pot recipes. You know, it's a $27 value. It's going to be free. We're going to send you that. We do all the things, and I don't want you to miss out on any of them. All the things. Isn't fun? I think all the things are fun. Anyway, today, I think I got everything. Oh, and don't forget, we have Q&A. Q&A. That's tomorrow, Friday. No, that's Friday. So send your questions into support@savingdinner.com, and in that subject line, question for Leanne on Friday, I will answer it. I promise you. I will answer. And who's already signed up, by the way, for the Sprint webinar for next week? I hope you are. It's going to be so fun. I'm probably going to throw in a little something new in there. You know, I just do things. And our Thanksgiving menus are available right now, by the way. Who's making Thanksgiving at their house this year? If you are, send me a turkey bird emoji in the comments. Who's making turkey this year? Who is doing it? We have, if you need some help with that, we have all the things. I mean, all the things, all of it. We've got the timeline. We've got the recipes, the shopping list. We've got everything. We've also got the countdown. Sarah's making, there she goes. There's my turkey. Anyway, go to savingdinner.com/thanks. Thanks, that's all you need. And if you need some help with it, we've got a keto, we've got a paleo, we've got regular family classic, but this is just the best. And it will give you a lot of hints on how to do things ahead of time, and all of that's free. All you have to do is go to savingdinner.com/thanks, and you'll need to share that. We were going to go see our kids. You know, we're not doing that this year. And I was on the phone yesterday with both of them and cried. I'm just so... If pinkies up, man, if you're tired of this pandemic, pinkies up. I am so over it. So over it. You know, I'm still doing all the safe stuff. I'm still being smart, but come on. You know, let's get over this thing and get back to living, right? There comes some hearts. You guys, really, honestly. But you know, I'm going to tell you what, when we are on it as wise women, when we are on it and understand as wise women that there are things that we need to do in order to make things happen in our lives, right? Instead of just forever planning, instead of just writing things down or saying someday I'm going to, or anything like that. And forever getting ready because, you know, you think, well, it's not just right yet. You gotta launch, man. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. Burn the ships, burn the bridges, cut it off. Go. What I've learned in this journey, and you know, I have been there. I have been all over the block with weight loss. I've been all over the block with my weight and with my health as well. And the interesting thing, the connector for me. And this is why we call our show The Daily Dish. And that's why I say that it's putting vibrancy back into your life. Heart, mind, body, and soul is that you can't disconnect weight loss from your health. And if you put your health first, the weight loss will come secondarily, naturally. You'll learn to become an intuitive eater. And I am telling you, that blew the lid off my head. That blew my wig right off. You know, on my Peloton bike, there's one of the guys, his name is Cody. Anybody who knows Cody, God, he's funny as heck. And he said, straighten your wig, girl, straighten your wig. And I just like, quit complaining and get on with it, right? So I'm straightening my wig and I'm letting you know that this is what it is. You gotta have your health, on target to get your weight going and following along with it, because your body has a hierarchy of need. You know that? It's going to heal you first before it loses weight. It doesn't give a crap about what size jeans you're wearing. It's going to look at you and say, you know what? We got to fix you, girl. You got some things that need fixing. So when we understand that, and we go after our health, and we go after feeding our bodies, and we go after taking care of them, and we go after some self-care, and we go after loving ourselves, things just start to naturally happen. And you know what the biggest healer is? This is the part that I want you to write down in your journal. I want you to write this down, okay? This is it. That you'll never have to think about going on a diet again. You will become intuitive. You will know what's right for you. You will know what's right for your body. It's not about bad foods and good foods. It's about you and what works for you. It's about the quantity. It's about all of the things, but you become your own inner nutritional guru. There is no more of this diet BS that's being peddled in this billion-dollar industry. I'm sick of it. Yeah, you know what? I create programs. They are not diets. I create programs to show people, look, this is how we're going to bring the inflammation down. This is what we're going to do with these supplements. And I believe strongly that we need supplements in our lives all the time. I don't care how good you eat. You can't get it from food anymore. The vitamin C that you used to get in a tomato 60 years ago is not there. You get half the vitamin C you used to do. So we got to look at all of these things. And then we got to adjust things. And we've got to go after the health plan first. We have to recognize the needs that we need in our bodies and then heal those things and then watch the weight fall off. Watch it. It's absolutely phenomenal. It happens, I swear to you. And I just went off on a tangent. You're welcome. But I want you to write that down. When we understand that hierarchy of need, healing first, then the weight, then everything else, then you get the jeans, then you get the, bathing suit, and if you're a brave soul, you get to have a bikini if you want to, but oh my gosh, nobody wants to see that in my house, I promise you. Anyway, back we go. Let's get on to the things, because one of my biggest needle movers in my life, one of the things that has really taught me well is understanding momentum. Momentum builds power and it rolls you down the hill so fast. Have you done that? Remember when you were a kid? When you'd go rolling down the hill, you'd like all bunch up and then just like have somebody push you and go rolling down the hill. Wasn't that so much fun? Now if somebody did that to me, we'd probably be bruised, battered, and just like, that was the worst thing ever. But as a kid, it was just like you wanted that. Or if you been on a sled or skied, momentum, it makes you go down the hill. And I love to snow ski. I'm a big snow skier. I didn't get to ski at all last season, but I'll tell you, we had passes. When we lived in Colorado, we had passes. We used to ski. Momentum is what creates that downhill fun. And it's what creates the downhill fun for what it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life. But, it's not, the domino goes over, right? You have to hit the domino before it'll go over. If you just sit there and wish for the domino to go over, or think maybe the pattern's all wrong and let's rearrange those dominoes. I will tell you this, there has been a time or two in my life where I've hit the domino thinking they were all going to go down, and then it kind of stopped halfway or even a third of the way. Well, you know what you do then? That's when you do the fixing. Not beforehand. You got to get out there and you got to do it. You got to do the work. You got to move things along. You got to get up. Look at Sarah. What are you getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning or something, Sarah? Running in the dark? She's made a decision. She's a runner. She made that decision. Have you made a decision for yourself of what you are? I am. When you say I am, you're putting some amazing power behind that. You're making a declaration to God and the universe, and you are putting it all out there and saying, this is what it is. I am this woman. I am her. I am a runner. I am a healthy eater. I am a strong woman. I am a force to be reckoned with. Reckoned with, not reconciled with. Reckoned with. Are you? Well, you know what I'm going to say about perfection, right? You know what I'm going to say. It's not found this side of glory, is it? It's not. Anybody find it? Anybody find perfection? Was it hiding under a rock in your yard? Or did it drop from the sky and knock on the door and say, here I am? Anyone? Bueller? If you wait for perfect, you forfeit the opportunity to find out who you are. It's the truth. Because we don't do things perfectly. But when we put ourselves in the place of making a decision to do things excellently, suddenly options open. Different pathways open. And those dominoes, so what if you don't get them all the way down? We can go back and course correct, can't we? And I'm going to tell you this right now. You are already positioned to go. You are already positioned to get what you want and to get what you need and to get the stuff that you need in order to pull this all together. It's already here. It's already inside of you. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just stirring the pot. I'm poking you on the back. I'm poking you on the shoulder and saying, wake up. It's time for you to start doing and stop planning. You got that? Stop planning. I want you to, obviously plan, right? But we don't have to dot every single I. We don't have to cross every T. Years ago, there was a book written called Ready, Fire, Aim. And the point that this author was making is that people have a tendency to wait for perfect, and it doesn't work. They spend all of their time planning and none of their time building. What if you had an architect who, there you are, you've got the land, you've paid the architect, and he kept saying it's just not ready. And you're like, I want to break some ground, dude. I need to build a house here. Well, you can't build a house till you get the plans done, right? And the plans need to be done. At some point you say they're done. And I'm going to tell you what this is. This is when we get from that place of all this planning to this place where we're starting to take action. That's when the opportunity shows up. You got that? The next level is calling you by name. Do you hear that? Lucy, it's time for the next level. Sarah, it's time for the next level. The next level is a doing level. The next level is getting out on that racetrack and putting your feet on the blocks and just running your heart out. That's the next level. You can't do that if you're training all the time. You can't do that if you're planning for it all the time. You can't do that if you're looking for the perfect shoes, the perfect outfit, the perfect this and the perfect that. Stop. Because over-planning is procrastination is what it is. Over-planning takes the joy out of it. Because you end up, when you're over-planning, tell me if this isn't true. Have you experienced this? That when you're over-planning, you start comparing everything. Maybe I should do this. Oh, look what she's doing. Squirrel. It's insanity. But your opportunity is already here. Your opportunity is saying to you, hey, Susan, what you doing now? Let's go to the next level. I think Wednesday is a great day for the next level, don't you? Let's do it. Because now's the time. It's all inside. You've got everything. I've told you that. It's not about having the perfect situation, programs, supplements, or plans, colors, TVs, programs. It's none of it. It's all about you. It's all there. It's right here. Guess what? I've got it right here, and so do you. I'm not unusual. I'm just letting you know where it's sitting. That's what I'm letting you do. I'm letting you know. But you got to listen to your own voice too. You got to do it starting today. And your goal is calling out to you. And I've got something for you that I think is, I read this, golly, when did I read this? Probably a few days ago, I don't even remember, but it says, live your life from your goal's vantage point. So in other words, see what would require your goal to move around, to move along. Instead of working them in, work from the place of the goal. What would the goal require you to do? The goal would require you to, if you're going to run a 5K, for example, I'm going to use yours, Sarah. If you're going to run a 5K, then you better get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get your butt out on the track and get it done, right? Because that's when it's going to fit into your day. Yeah, we can have that overview, we can have that whole thing, but you got to listen to this stuff. And you got to figure it out. And you got to look at the cold, hard truth of what that means and what that requires for you. And then you got to listen to that voice that says to you, you know what, I can do that. That voice that says to you, you've got it in you. That voice that says to you, no, don't push me back. Don't put it off. Don't say, well, maybe someday. When somebody says to me, someday, well, someday I'll blah, 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 or someday, you might as well say, yeah, I'm never going to do that. Because someday never comes. No. You're worth way more than that. Have you figured that out yet? Have I told you lately that you're called divinely by God himself on purpose? Have I told you that? Did you know that you're the apple of his eye? And all he's asking you to do is to do his work here. You're his hands and feet. You get to do that. What is that going to look like? I do not know. But I'm going to tell you that if you understand that you're his hands and feet, then you're going to figure it out in a hurry. It's going to land on your lap. That's manna from heaven. That's the stuff you can look at. That's the stuff you can take to the bank. Because he doesn't create junk. He doesn't leave you here purposeless with no resources whatsoever. He wants you to figure it out. And when you can, and when you do, things miraculously show up in your life. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. How many times? And that's part of our operating system as well. Our reticular activating system is always looking for evidence to support what it is that you need to be doing, right? And when you understand that, your reticular activating system is going to bring in the evidence to support the thing that you're trying to do. I love that. That to me is that's miracle right there. That's a miracle. That's God working a daily miracle in your life. Here you go. Here it is. How about that? Who does that? So start walking the way you're supposed to be walking as a woman called by himself on purpose, and figure it out. Figure out when you're going to fit things in. Figure out how you can do this, and start listening to the voice inside that says, yes, you can do it. It can be stronger than the one that says stay in bed if you make that decision. Indecision is just for the birds. Indecision takes us down a rocky path. Indecision puts us in the place of being everybody else's pansy. They wipe your feet on you. They say, well, she hasn't made a decision. Your indecision will make your decision for you, and it won't be the one you want. Did you know that? Your indecision, you don't get to say, well, I can't make a decision and I'm just going to default out of it. Forget about it. Be the strong woman you are. Don't wuss out. Use your voice. Use your voice and say, this is what I need to do. This is what I'm going to do. Hey, body clutter buddy, hold me accountable and help me to do the right thing. Help me to stay with the goals. Help me to be true to myself. Help me to be true to the integrity that's inside. Help me be true so that I can show my children, my family, my community, how it's done. So I can show myself how it's done so I can go beyond and be all that I'm supposed to be. You know what? This is what it is. We all need to leave this earth with everything done, all things left, so that when we go home, we're like, amen, man, I'm so glad. I'm exhausted. I'm ready to go. I did all the things. I didn't shrink back. I didn't say, oh, it's too hard. Struggle bus. I didn't do any of that stupidity. Instead, I stood up to myself. I stood up to maybe the family and said, you know, this is my time. Mom needs some time too. I'm going to take that time. That's my hour. Y'all entertain yourself. But let me just say this. That is not being a shrew. That is not being terrible. That is putting your oxygen mask on first. But I'm going to tell you that starting today, you start listening to your voice. You create the opportunity for yourself. It's there. And you've got that privilege to do it. Yeah, it might be 5 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, I can't fix that for you. It might be inconvenient. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Inconvenience doesn't know a thing about what's going on in your life and doesn't care. Inconvenience and goals never meet each other, or they do meet each other, I should say. And being convenient and easy, well, you know what? You can go that route if you want to, but that's Netflix. That's another quarantine 15 on the couch. That's forever in your phone. That's checking out and chilling out. Hey, everybody wants to check out and chill out, but spend a lifetime like that? Are you kidding? You don't want that. You don't want that, do you? I know you don't. If anything, what you want is a full, incredible, purposeful life. That's what you tell me. That's how we get vibrancy back. And vibrancy requires that we leave the stuff behind that dulls us. It dulls us. It requires that we do something that's a little bit beyond whatever we thought we could do before. It requires us to think, yes, I can, not, oh, that's too hard. It requires us to step up, not step away. And this is what I know. At the very end of your life, you're going to be known for how you made people feel. They're never going to be looking at your jeans. They're never going to be saying, yeah, she was so pretty. She had great skin. I loved her lipstick. They're not going to be saying that. They're going to be saying how you made them feel. You're going to be looking at your life and you're going to say, did I make a difference? Well, you can't make a difference if you don't have vibrancy in your life, can you? Because when you're not vibrant, you're depressed, you think you can't do anything, you think everybody else has all the things and you have nothing. There's this comparison factor comes in. Think about what that is. It is a negative downward spiral. That's what it is. But when you're in this place of vibrancy, you're looking at your life from a whole different perspective. Am I making a difference? Am I present with my family? Am I present with myself and my spouse? Am I present in my community? Am I here, or am I just living on default mode? What impact did I have? I'm going to tell you right now. I know right now I can name you 20 women, 30 women, 50, 100, who are all making an impact on the people around them. They're the little stone that hopped right across the water and are making ripples all around. You know why? Because they're stepping into their opportunities. They're stepping into their greater selves. They're listening to the voice. They're listening to the call of their goal, and they're stepping up to it. And that's my point. When you step up, when you take action, when you stop planning, when you stop and just say, that's enough, I'm going to do this thing, then you get to do it. And you know what? Everything around you changes, necessarily. The people around you change, you find all of a sudden you have a lot more patience, that you're kinder, that you're more vibrant, oh yeah, and that your optimistic look on life has suddenly become sunny. Right now, it's raining outside, it's all cloudy, it's everything. But you know what? I look outside and I say, it is a gorgeous day. because today is Wednesday. It is a day of opportunity. It is a day for my goals to get accomplished. It is a day for me to say yes, yes, and yes. And I want to know, are you that woman? Are you that wise woman who says yes to your goals? Are you saying yes to vibrancy? Are you saying yes to your health and understanding that all the things are going to fall into place? Is that you? If that's you, then put some pinkies up, sister. Put them up. Because together, we're going to do great things. This little tiny community, this amazing group of women from all walks of life, we are the ones who are changing our worlds, the worlds around us, our families, our communities, and that is something really to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. And look what you're doing. Look at how you're impacting people. I want you to be extra observant today and look at how your answers, how your engagement, how when you look at your child's eyes, when you do things like this and you are that vibrant woman, how that changes everything. How your child responds, how your husband looks at you, how your whole family is blessed by your presence because you're living intentionally. You're living on purpose. You're living in vibrancy. That's it. That's where we are. We're going to live our lives on purpose, not default, on purpose. So go out there and make a difference because you can. And by the way, you have been called for such a time as this. Called, my friends. Called. Feel the calling in your heart. Feel it. Believe it. Know it. And let that have an impact on every single person in your life. Every single one. Pinkies up. Let's get this show on the road. I've got a Wednesday to slay. How about you? You ready to do it? I love it. I love it. And I love you guys so much. And thanks for showing up for me and for, the sweet notes and all of that. I swear Sarah had a little post about everything in our hot melt group, and it made me cry. It was so sweet. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate and thank you so much for your support. You guys really are brilliant and wonderful. So take care of everybody. Take care. Take care. I don't care what the weather is in your world. Look outside. It is a beautiful day. Peace be with you.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.